Hello, I'm Mrs. Madsen, your volunteer master gardener here at Holton Elementary. I lead the garden club that deals with maintenance of the gardens, and I lead the individual classroom projects for each classroom. Today we're going to talk about compost and composting at Holton Elementary, where everyone can be involved. The definition of composting is speeding up the natural decay of plant materials. And we've got a compost bin that we will do all these activities in. The recipe is greens plus browns equals the product of compost is nicknamed black gold. Now the greens would be from the cafeteria. You might have some carrot tops or some strawberry leaves or some cantaloupe rind or orange peels or banana peels. All of those things fall into that category. Fresh leaves, lawn clippings, we've already talked about fruit scraps and vegetable scraps, eggshells and coffee grounds, all would be in the category of greens. The browns that we need to add will often have dried leaves. That's pretty much what we have available at Holton. You could also add plant stalks, pine needles, small twigs, wood shavings, or shredded newspaper. The key on both of these categories is that they're small pieces so that they will decompose quickly. Now the end result is nicknamed black gold because it is so valuable. It's nutrient packed, it fertilizes, and it improves the quality of the soil. If we were to try to replace the compost that we make in 1 year's time, it would cost us $300. Very valuable. Now one thing to avoid, this list: oil, fat, meat or fish, dairy products, weed seeds, diseased plants, and cat or dog waste. They tend to draw rodents and spoil the pile. So we want to avoid those. Now, the task will be at lunch, when you're finished eating, if you have any fruit or vegetable scraps left on your plate, you can find the compost bucket. It'll say compost on it, and it'll be up where you return your plate or your tray, and you'll dump it in there. And then generally, because the 5th graders eat last, we have a couple of 5th graders bring the bucket out to the compost bin and dump it into that nearest bin, and then cover it with a couple of handfuls of dried leaves. Okay, and then if it just sat there, it would take a long time to decompose. So we make sure that we've got the material in small pieces. We've layered greens and browns and double check once in a while for moisture. And then if they could send a couple 4th graders out once a week to turn it over to make sure that it's got air in there as well. So hopefully many of you already know a lot about composting, and this is kind of a review. But many of you have never done it. We didn't compost at all last year. So the kindergarten and 1st graders, this will be new. But everybody is going to participate so that we have as much of this material as possible. Thank you very much.